Welcome to Exceptional Americanism. I'm Mac, and today we're discussing the possibilities coming out of today's meeting between Trump, Zelensky, and pretty much all of Europe. Now, they're already on the ground waiting for the meeting. I believe this gathering of the Avengers of Europe is basically in response to the absolute debacle that was the Alaskan Appeasement Summit this weekend. I believe they're here to show solidarity and that they will not give up. They will not back down. And the reason is because they know that if Ukraine gives up much, that if Russia doesn't just back off, that if Ukraine can't be enfolded into the defense, that he'll be back. And they also know that Putin wants all of them. One by one, the weakest at a time. All of them are in danger. They know that a bad peace will lead to World War III as assuredly as stupid actions in the war will lead to escalation. They're thinking about their sons and daughters, their economies, and frankly, ours. They're there to make a last-ditch effort to convince our dear leader to think about something other than who sucks up to him. They're there to tell him that the very worst thing he could do for all the millions of people out there in our country who serve, who have served, and who will serve, the worst thing he could do is appease Putin. Because at the end of the day, it won't be a Trump who's on the front lines. It won't be a Trump who's unemployed because our economy's in the dumps because of a world war. It will be millions of you screaming and crying and grieving if the wrong decision is made. I hear people all the time ask, what, would you put your life on the line to defend Ukraine? We are. If we don't consider that our lives are at threat, that our economies are at threat, then we're fools. This has been the largest war since World War II. There's already been a loss of life roughly equivalent with World War I. We're fools to think that if he is rewarded for doing this, that he won't do it again. A strong man will always attack the weak. We've seen it over and over in history. Mussolini, Idi Amin, Hitler, you name it, any of them. And yes, I said the words. These were all strong men, and they attacked the weak. Putin is a strong man. People love him because he's strong. He's only strong because he attacks the weak. So if you think that a bad peace will save your son or your daughter from this issue, it won't. In fact, it probably guarantees that sooner or later they'll be on that front line dodging those Russian bullets. The weaker we are, the more likely it'll be. And by the appearance of that summit, we've convinced Putin we're very, very weak. I need you to comment, to like, subscribe, share. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm right. But whatever you do, consider that appeasement has never, ever, ever brought peace. It has never saved lives, and it won't now.